Hello guys, this is the Hexagon Zero, and welcome to my first impressions video of Titanfall. Now, I'd like to begin by saying Titanfall is essentially a montage-happy game. Basically, every moment is montageable. And to prove this, I have put together a little bit of something for you guys. It's only a couple minutes, maybe a minute or two long, so just sit back and relax and allow me to demonstrate. The music link will be in the description. Thank you, Audiomachine. So, yeah, like I said, almost every moment is montageable. Now, that isn't my entire view of the game, however. Now, keep in mind, everything I'm about to say is based on just viewing the beta. So, don't go all out on me displaying all the errors or something and stuff I might say. Anyway, Titanfall, as it stands, is very Call of Duty-ish. Now, not having played many Call of Duty games, I cannot say for sure that is what it's like, but that's what it seems like to me. Because I may not have played many, I have played some. And as you can see here, there are still some issues with it, particularly with the wall jumping system. It needs to be refined a little bit, as some things just don't make sense, like this part. Clearly going into that window, and it decides to link me onto the wall. So, again, this is a beta, so there still needs to be some things refined. But, let's talk about first things, the things that you see. Graphic-wise, Titanfall is amazing. They've added so much detail onto all the maps, it's pretty much... it's almost Crisis level. It's not quite Crisis, but it's practically Crisis level. And this corridor is completely pointless, I'd just like to point that out. So yeah, it's very good. Now, audio-wise, again, it's very good. They've got nice audio sounds, the jetpacks sound good, all the shotguns sound good. I don't know why I didn't get the kill there. But, like, loaded a couple bullets into his head. Whatever. Yeah. And now, let's talk balancing. Not so much. Number one, this shotgun, if I could aim, is ridiculously overpowered. And so is that longbow sniper. It's almost completely accurate. I haven't unlocked it yet as of recording this video, but it is completely accurate down to the, I don't know, maybe just a 5-degree percentile of deviation. And this shotgun, that was essentially just a torso shot right there, and it did 50% of his health. This shotgun is a 2-shot kill, and that is pretty good. And its range is also not bad either. But anyway, aside from the weapons in infantry, let's talk about the weapons in the actual Titans. The chain gun weapon is really good for dealing with infantry, as you saw there in the montage where I essentially farmed a whole bunch of supply pod drops. But the other weapons, the 40mm cannon, great for dealing with Titans. Not so much for infantry, because you have to be incredibly, incredibly accurate. Almost jumped into a Titan there. An enemy Titan. That wouldn't have been very good. Now, I tried to here, and I unloaded a couple rounds ago. Anyway. But this system does seem very Call of Duty-ish. And I'm going to keep saying that because it's true. The game, the only thing that has going for it is the fact that they've introduced the new element of verticality and jetpacks and a whole bunch of other stuff, and it's kind of futuristic, so that's nice too. But the game as it stands needs a little bit of work. But keep in mind, this is the beta, so there is obviously going to be some issues. But my official recommendation for this was do not pre-order this. Now, it depends on what they do with it. Since there's no single player, if there was a single player, it might increase my chances of actually pre-ordering it. But since there isn't a single player, although they have tried to incorporate some story elements into the actual game, I'm just not seeing it that well. Right. So it's a good game if you're a big fan of Call of Duty, and of course it's all personal preference. I mean, I'm gonna wait to see what they do with it, to see what the final copy looks like before I actually buy it. But yeah. So as you see here, I'm using the 40mm cannon. I'm almost completely accurate. He fires off his vortex, I catch it, fire back at him, he hits it. You know, it's all that fun stuff where you're trading Titan blows. I actually used my teammate as cover there. Anyway. Yeah, balancing is an issue right now, but then again, as I've said before, it is the beta, so there's going to be some lot of issues. Sorry, I'm fascinated by that chain system. This guy tried to rodeo me, and I blow him out of the water, right out of the sky, really. Although, I like the idea of Titans. Titans are a remarkable addition to any sort of shooter. Essentially, a main thing in the game that is callable, that is dependable, that is basically the giant point of the game. So I'm going to wait to see what they do with it. I'm going to wait to see how they flesh out the weapons, how they flesh out the actual weapon systems and all of the, I've already said weapons twice, but then you can tell how much I think it needs work, how they flesh out the movement systems and all that good stuff. But as it stands, I wouldn't recommend buying it day one, as it were. But otherwise, just by playing the beta, it's been a lot of fun. The one game mode that I don't see a lot of is Last Titan Standing. Now that game mode is... I'm actually going to do a video on it because I did a pretty good round with it. But Last Titan Standing is probably one of my favorite game modes. Then it would probably be Attrition, then Hardpoint. But Last Titan Standing is very, very fun because you spawn in a Titan, essentially you get no respawns, and as long as you eliminate all of the enemy Titans, then you win. And it's a 4 to 4. Well, it's not 4 to 4, it's best 2-4. And this guy was just, I'm like, what are you shooting at? Oh, wait. He's shooting at me. Okay. So, yeah. As you can see here, like, watch this. That works. That very works. And I suppose it's all a matter of getting a hold of it. Now, here I'm actually trying to go for the neck snap. But I get too greedy a lot in games like this. And he eventually gets away on me. Or I think he surprises me. I'm not too sure. But anyway, one of the cool things you can do in this game is that you can... Not a lot of people know this and know how to do this, but you can... When you're on the wall while running, if you hold down your aim button, whatever it may be, you can aim. Like, hold on to the wall. So, it doesn't give you scoped in accuracy, but it allows you to hang off the wall, which I think is cool. There is also the cloaking abilities, the pilot abilities, and the Titan abilities. Those are cool. The cloaking ability needs a little bit of work. It's very easy to spot a person when they're cloaked, because you essentially just look for something that is not. And that's the basic method of finding something that's cloaked that even the military uses. So yeah. But overall, Titanfall, right as it stands, is you can play it for about an hour, and then I started to get a little bit bored. Now here I was actually quite stupid, and I hopped out right to the Titan nest and started to blow him away, and then I just died. Yeah, whatever. I played it for about an hour, maybe an hour and 20, and then I started to get a little bit bored of it, and I took a break. Battlefield, games like Battlefield, on the other hand, I can play for 5 hours straight and not really need anything. So they either need to buff the replayability aspect of it, and as it stands, it's practically completely redoable, but it's not that redoable.
It's over, guys. We lost. Fall back to base.
There's not really much else I can say about the game as it stands. I don't want to really say too much because it's a beta, and I can't rip on the developers too much for that, since it's just a beta. But it needs a little bit of work. But overall, I like it. I'm probably gonna play the crap out of it till February 18th is when the beta ends, and then, well, you know, actually, it was February 18th or Wednesday. I can't really remember. I think it was Wednesday. I don't know. Either way, then the second Assault DLC from Battlefield will be out, so you know, you guys got that to look forward to. But anyway, this is about Titanfall, and so far, I like it, but as I've said multiple times now, it needs some work. Right. That's really all we got, so I would like to thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, favorite, subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next episode. This is the Hexagon Zero, signing out.